But what you all have right there though, the 4 pillars of success. So it's rather naked, I guess is a good word to call it, back here now. A lot more open. So I guess it's like an open floor plan concept for the outdoors. Didn't have all those poles in the way. The patio heater has a little crook or a curve or kink or whatever on it now. Probably should still be perfectly safe though. The tube's flexible for the gas. This is what is left. Parts that may be able to be salvaged. These frames would make some pretty cool trusses. Granted, I just have to get a saw to kind of clean up, cut the ends off. But I could definitely see using those to make the frame for like a roof or something. Figuring out what I'm going to do back here for shade, I'm not sure. I really like the Lowe's Pergola gazebo thing. It held up really well. It's about 4 years old. The pavers on the bottom, that's not by design of at least the manufacturer. They had little stakes and you could stake it into the ground, but that wouldn't work. I added those pavers. One, I needed to raise it up to allow clearance for my patio door because it missed it by honestly just a little bit less than 2 pavers stacked on it. But I also used the pavers to sort of anchor it into the concrete patio. It worked very well until 2 days ago. But overall I was I was happy with it. The wife found it on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, one of those, for like $200 instead of like the $800 it went for when it was sold in stores. So that's a win in my book right there. Now, one thing that I was going to save for later, but now honestly is a pretty good time, is when we were up in Cincinnati, just right before Christmas, went to my new favorite store, Menards. My hat's inside, or I'd wear it right now, I probably should, but the kids convinced me to buy a playset kit. So I bought one of the build your own, where it comes with the brackets and whatnot, and I just go provide the lumber and we chop it up and slap it together. So I'm trying to figure out where to put it. It's either going in this area here, which I'm not really 100% sure on. More than likely though, I'm going to be redoing this little corner bit of fence that's back there where it used to run down and connect where that little short bit was, but I took it out to the property line to make room for the trampoline, which is here, and it's built in. best thing to do is get your trampoline out of the way and you don't have to mow around it or under it. This is where I'm calling on you, YouTube community of likers, not likers, dislikers, whoever you may be. I'd like your input. So over in this area, what I'm thinking of is making that fence go straight out, moving the trampoline up here. We're going to be doing a bunch of dormant plugging. I'm a big fan of that. So all this grass is going to be excavated. Then this area will be reshaped for the playhouse and swing and stuff. I'm going to convince the kids not to have a slide, and instead I'm going to give them a rope bridge and a slack line to cross over my gully that is still, you know, a work in progress. Fire pit's getting moved. Again, I love moving fire pits. It's my favorite thing. So then we'll use probably some grass to reshape this from those plugs and kind of redo the entrance into the gully. It gets a little soggy up there, so things will be shifted around a little bit. And then this is where honestly the real input and suggestions would be warranted. So I have my trusty Weber, which, oh, by the way, hats off to Weber. Look at that. No damage. That's why I love my Weber kettles. But yeah, as you can see, I still haven't done the walkway thing from a while ago. But I'm probably going to put the fire pit in this area, maybe make some seating. And the reason for that is this little nook, if you would call it a nook, I just won't have to mow it. Now I love mowing, but I'm all about simplicity. If I can bust it out quicker, that's good for me. Fire pit seating over here. I'm contemplating kind of like a seating wall in this little nook. The redneck pool's staying, unfortunately, so it's gonna follow pretty much my shoddy fast set concrete that was left over from the fence because I bought twice as much as needed. Just run that down there, so I'll just have a little, you know, a little bump right there, and then the edging, of course, will just so it'll curve around, and then the kids' play areas over there, my play areas in there, and that maximizes lawn space because back there it does okay, but it's not perfect. It gets too much shade near that fence, so the Bermuda has a hard time. I kind of figured that out when the Tiff Grand, which is shade tolerant, started croaking. Not too bad, but it went dormant really, really fast, and it shouldn't have. So yeah, I want to know, what are your suggestions for that? Budget is unfortunately limited at this time due to a lack of smashing buttons and ringing bells. Just kidding, but something over multiple projects, and of course I'll document it all. And if Lowe's wants to repay me for the gazebo that crashed, I will more than happy take donations from all of them. So yeah, that's it. The gazebo's in pieces. Time to clean it up, and then run to the store for some party favors for New Year's, and hopefully you know, not get banned. Or banned was actually the wrong word. It was more of a certain individual of the red-headed variety blocked me due to a rather revealing and, I might say, appropriately worn outfit by me. So, hey, it's Mike, Real Low Dad. I don't have any shade. We'll see you again soon.